What's up, gang? We outside. We live on Twitch. I have the lovely Scotty J with me. Okay, so I've been now testing myself. I usually go live on YouTube, but I'm testing myself to go live on Twitch. Is it okay? Let me make it talk. Do you feel comfortable right here? Because it's on the spot. Where you want to go?
We can go near the couch.
Let's go to the couch.
Okay.
We're going to the couch. She looks so good. Look at her. Walk. Okay. Scotty J, we out here in HATTIESBURG, Mississippi. I came out here personally. Y'all know me, JDB, for a performance. We're gonna go all the way down, y'all. I came out here for a performance, and I met this lovely lady, and we instantly connected because we both got the spiritual drip on you guys. You know?
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Nice little spiritual drip. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Got
So
mine.
she got the evil eye protection.
Yes, in my Hustle Tree family. Shout out to Hustle Tree.
So yeah, tell us about that and how you got a part of that whole group and whatnot. And also, we'll get to your journey.
Okay, absolutely. So I am a part of the Hustle Tree family, and so it's a group of collective independent artists that just get together. We love on each other. We give each other feedback, networking.
Wow.
We travel together. And we make music together, and it's just been a crazy experience.
Turn up together.
We definitely turn up together. Yeah, we
I
have
came
some
in
crazy
on the turn up.
moments. Yes,
like,
absolutely. Yeah, and we love to just vibe and we love to kick it.
That's cool.
I met Knowledge doing some executive work, and we ended up having a great connection, a great talk, as well as Jessica, and then Precious Hollywood. They just kind of like took me under their wing, and
it just came together like a family.
yeah, it just came together. It's been a little bit everywhere.
I think that's what's happening for me because Two Tone connected with me on New Year's at this performance that I did. It was at like a JR Crickets type spot.
Okay,
and they had like the band and everything, and I performed. And then he was like, come perform at this. And then it led to another spot and then another spot. And now this is the fourth show this year, so I'm going on my own little tour. But we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. So let's focus on, how long have you been a part of this team? And really, how long have you been in, like, the music industry? What is it that, for you, you're getting out of it? Because I know some artists are like, I'm just for the money. And then some artists, and they might not say it, but and it's okay. Because there's a business aspect, and they do say sometimes the music industry is 90% business, 10% actual music. So it don't really matter if you're in it for business or personal, but just let us know what you're in it for so that other people who may want to support you can find you and help you out.
Okay, so that's a loaded question. So, a little bit about my journey is I started writing poetry. I
got
was
into
a
poetry too at one point.
Yeah.
That's what activated it.
And this, it's almost like it activates it. It's almost like
it's like an initiation, like a rite of passage.
You start to get your voice. You start to understand who you are, your likes, your dislikes, being able to voice that. So I started with that at around 9, and then I was published in high school. By the time I got to high school,
beautiful. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. And then after that, I had never really talked about it. I was dealing with my own self, some self-anxiety,
I got anxiety too.
Most definitely.
Just found out I got anxiety. Like, what the fuck?
And it takes so long to like get past that. So now, by the time I'm here, you get this point, this crossroads moment where you're just like, am I going to do this or am I going to keep playing with it?
Exactly.
I can't keep playing with it because then I might lose it.
That's probably why I just came like, not that no shade to any other artists, because we're going to see other artists, but there was a vibe as soon as we clicked when I came in here, and that's been my focus lately. It's like, you going to do it or you going to say that you was tomorrow?
Yes.
I'd rather release the outcome and just do something, whether it's 5,000 people, because I told some people we're going to go live, but I'm going to transfer this to the YouTube side, so they're going to see it, you know what I'm saying? But this is just, it's a little better because we ain't got as much of a audience staring us down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. In the future we'll come back and do some other stuff. But I get it. It's like you just I think every artist has a different journey, but once you get to that point where you're like, this is serious.
Yes.
It's your point. Because not everybody it's like those people that you see, I always talk about it. One person, some people maybe not like us. They'll keep picking, about to get to the goal, then they give up. Us,
Yes.
we're like, until I reach the goal,
Yes, I'm not giving up. We gonna
Yeah.
keep eating
We gonna
until
keep-
we get there. You gonna keep hearing. You can't get rid of me. Listen,
Period.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like that.
Yeah.
And then by the time I met with them, and that's what Hustle Tree Family was like. It was almost like-minded people getting together.
Like a
They-
soul family.
Yes,
Yeah.
a soul family. They
Yes.
saw my drive. I saw their drive. It was like an automatic click.
Like
we
you
just
knew,
kind of
yeah,
like
we
yes.
in this together.
No,
That's how I felt too. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
good. That's really good. Do you feel like you had that support system before, or do you feel like that's a big part too of like your journey? Like, do you think that a lot of artists may not realize you do need that support system?
Well, you definitely need that support system.
Yeah.
I would have to say I definitely had that support system before. My dad,
That's
my
cool.
mom, they
Yeah.
were very supportive.
Yeah.
But it's a difference between someone supporting you and someone going through it with
Who
you.
get it?
Yeah, it's
I get
almost
what
like we
you're saying.
going through
We
battle
going
scars.
through it
Ooh, I
together,
failed. I bombed that. They didn't say boo. They didn't say
Ooh, they ain't
nothing.
say
Ooh,
nothing.
I did.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
get that. That feeling is real when you can look at somebody and be like, okay, what you think?
Yeah.
We'll work on it. We'll get better at it next time.
And then those wins, it just
Yeah,
makes those
yeah, and
wins
then-
like
Wow.
you feel it for that person. You
Exactly,
feel it. You
exactly.
just like, because you like, I know where you came from, sis. I know where you
Yes.
came from, brother. So
Like you see each other's journey and each other's destiny, and y'all can go there together. Y'all can meet each other at the top. You know what I'm saying? Since we're talking about since we're spiritual,
yes,
let's
yes.
turn the wheels of this conversation.
Uh-huh.
So, have you ever experienced, which I personally have, multiple times? Excuse my language. Have you ever experienced being destiny swapped, or almost dang near allowing your destiny to be swapped? And I always say it usually only happens because we're not stepping into the destiny. So, how was that experience for you, if you did experience that at all?
goodness.
And do you got any advice that somebody may?
You're a phenomenal.
Thank
I
you.
love this interview, child, because that question just gave my little rat-a-tat-tat. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. You
No,
got
I
this
get
real
it.
person, not attack.
Party without me?
We got you.
Yes.
Come on, we got you next. Come on, sit down.
So, I have felt like that. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I felt like at that time, the reason was I was not stepping into that power.
Right.
And that's important. You need to step into your power, or someone else will, because someone else is always hungry.
Yep.
So I never doubt that person. I never get mad at that person. I allow that person to take that destiny of mine. Because
Ooh.
my destiny is greater.
Ooh.
When you wait
Ooh.
and you let it simmer,
You be like,
you get that soul food destiny. That's a different type of destiny. It's tender. It's tender. Off the bone.
they be wanting
Okay.
that. They be wanting that little fast food off of you. Let them have y'all fast food. You are a full course entree. Okay, it's gonna take some
Okay.
time for you.
Yes.
I love that. I definitely feel I needed to hear that because sometimes they be making me think they took the whole plate. And I'll be
No.
like, that was just the appetizer. You didn't even.
They can
you know?
never take food they didn't make.
They could never take food.
They could never take food they didn't make, baby. You don't got the ingredients. You don't have the recipe.
Period.
But I enjoy that you tried to make it, because that means it's just that good.
That shit was on point.
Okay.
That was on.
listen.
She giving y'all game. Y'all
Yes,
better listen, okay?
yes.
You just gave them game.
Absolutely. And I say that to every single woman and every single man.
Yes.
It's up to us. No
Right,
one's
right,
gonna save you. No one is
No
gonna
one's
save
gonna say
you in
that's
life.
facts. That's a big,
Once you stop, someone's gonna go.
right. I think that's a big thing that a lot of, I don't know if it's like the younger generation, our generation, there has been this glamour magic put around Instagram, these lifestyles we're gonna live, and expectations that it's like unreasonable. And I think sometimes people, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but I think sometimes people we just forget that it's your sauce that you're putting onto it. You're making the magic. You know what I'm saying? So, in your personal experience, I'm trying to get another experience, bring me another question. I'm trying to also not go a different way, like making sure I'm
Yeah.
staying on point.
Who's the non-secure juvie, which is like minimal
about sauces and different stuff, I think that might have made me hungry. Or made me realize I might be more hungry than I realized. But yeah. So talk about maybe something that you do want them to know, because I know we don't like talking about too many plans. I be like that. You want to let them know certain things.
Absolutely.
What do you want them to know that is coming soon?
Okay. My name is Scotty J. I want you to follow me on my social media. Instagram, Scotty SCOTTIE, the number 1 with love, LUV.
Period.
Check me out on Instagram. I also have a lot of music coming out. I'm on tour right now, so definitely I think the next
Congratulations.
thank you city is Jackson, Mississippi. So definitely come out to Jackson May 15th. Bow.
Period.
Yes, I also have Body Butters, Smutty J by
Talk
Scotty
about
J.
it.
It is.
Because I'm trying to bring that question back around. I know it's something important Spirit wants me to end off with.
Oh, and I live for this. So Smutty J is a raw ingredient, cocoa butter, mango butter mixture with fragrances in there. Each one is named after my body, after my. Each one is named after my songs. Fruit Baskets, yes.
Wow.
So I have a song named Fruit Baskets. I have a song named Psych 101, Call It Fascination. Each one is that. So
That is beautiful. The intention.
the intention is
The
very
intention,
important.
I feel it, I see it down to the hair, the nails. And you can tell when people like really are pouring into themselves. And I appreciate that, just seeing you be here, because I don't know if something was making you feel like, I don't know if something was making you feel like today is the day. I don't know what the,
Yeah.
but I'm glad you showed up, because I know that could be difficult for us as artists sometimes.
Absolutely.
So
And I'm going to be honest with you, because even though I do pour into myself, I pour into myself because I deal with certain things in myself that I always want to fix.
I know.
And when
same.
I'm like that, all you can do is pour into yourself. You can only
have
fix
to.
yourself.
You have to.
Once we fix ourselves, our outsides change.
Our whole life, exact. I do believe that your whole life around you will change the more you focus on you. And it leads me back to our question. Now I got it. Somebody didn't want me to say it. Okay, saving ourselves. I was talking about how this generation has this filter on it, where we just think everything is like cute, and it's like, oh, somebody's gonna come do this, and somebody's gonna come do that, and everything is so cookie cutter, AI easy. But there's an element where you are running the machines. You are turning on the camera. You are putting yourself together and holding yourself up by your own two bootstraps. So is there ever experience that you went through where you had to like really save yourself and be like, this is like a make or break moment? Like, if I don't go for it, it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just let them know like how that was for you, or how did you come out of that experience?
I would have to say, for a time being in Indianapolis, after a harsh divorce, I ended up living with my brother, and then I also ended up trying to be a singer and an actress at the same time. I had no car, so that means that I had to ride a bike to work, and
Anything
I had to
is
keep
possible,
going.
though.
Yes.
Anything is possible. Though.
Yes,
I
every
admire the
single
hustle.
day.
Yeah.
Yes, I rode that bike, and then I asked my brother for rides and to get me to those auditions, to get me to those shows, and he helped me, which goes back to support. Him not understanding, but him still willing and being like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but this is strange.
Yeah. I don't
so
see why that's well. Okay. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And then by that time, you save the money. I saved the money to do that, and then I got in a car crash, and then
I'm sorry that happened. That sounds like a year of just turmoil. Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. What I realized is that
Maybe
I
it
was
you
not a
said.
diamond yet. That's what I realized. I realized that I was good, but I wasn't a diamond yet. There was almost something about me that just didn't know nothing about life.
Okay, yeah.
And then once I had my car crash, it was almost like
Wow.
you paid attention. You know,
Like spirit woke you up.
Spirit woke me up.
Like, what are you?
All these little things you playing with. You mad about silly stuff? Girl, please. You not even focused on what you're supposed to do. Girl, please. You not focused about your kids? Girl, please. You need to absolutely focus on what you need to do. If not, girl, please.
That's some truth Look, the poetry.
Oh yes, so
That's how we
poetry
do it.
still comes in 24/7.
Yeah, you did that. You did a little spoken word up in there.
Yeah.
That's some truth. You had a moment where spirit really helped you. Basically, like just be one.
Realign.
Like yeah, it was a real line. You know what? One of my old past people told me. Um, it's recalibration.
Oh, I love.
It's just a recalibration.
recalibration.
Because I've gone through some tough times where, like, even this whole channel, this probably would have had way more people watching it by now, but I know it was things that I wasn't doing, wasn't saving myself. And then also, too, like, it was literal things I was going through where it was a test. Like, did I want to save myself, or did I want this imaginary force to come do what I have in me, which is create this magical life for myself? So when I see another beautiful, magical woman, divine, feminine, doing her mother-loving thing, anybody, I gotta come speak to you and let you know you want to.
I appreciate you. I love this whole
Can I give a hug?
Absolutely, yes.
Amazing. I feel like we're gonna meet again, and you're gonna be like, we're both gonna be like major, and we're gonna be like, oh my god.
Remember, yes, we live. I love that.
Thank you so much for letting us get to know more of who you are. This is get to know the artist, y'all. We're gonna do some performance soon, and we're gonna get our content and our little pictures in. But I'm gonna have a couple more people come over here. Thank you. Did you want to tell them anything else that they may need to know?
Yes, I want you to shout out and check out my absolutely new single, Decent Exposure. Shout out to Decent Exposure.
I like that name.
Yes,
that's fire.
and shout out to the new one coming, Paper or Plastic. So we're gonna get a little rowdy. We're gonna calm it down with a little bit of real love.
Okay.
Shout out to
Period.
Knowledge Code 2 and Hustle Tree family.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Okay. I'm gonna come get your socials after.
Okay, absolutely.
And I wanna. Anybody else wanna be interviewed? 'Cause I know you said you want to be interviewed. And then you wanna be here.
Who's interviewing me?
I got you. Come on.
You got me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
I'm Brandon, by the way.
Come over here, Brian.
AKA Thug Mormon.
No, say it. You gotta say it on the
Yo,
camera.
check it out, check it out, check it out.
Oh, let me see. That's you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
I even got
Let's
it on
see.
this one.
Oh yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Hell yeah.
That's Brandon. What's your social again? Say it again.
My Facebook is Brandon Aylesworth, AYLS. My handle is Thug Mormon. You can catch me on YouTube and all platforms.
Come on, take a seat. Let's talk. Okay. So Brandon,
What's up?
tell us, how did you get a part of the Hustle family? And what
So-
was that story like?
So basically, I live in upstate New York, and there's not a lot of like resource up there for music. But one day, Knowledge had hit me up,
Right.
and when he called me, like he had friended me on Facebook, had no fucking clue who he was. He messages.
Knowledge
he didn't even
reaches out randomly.
yeah, he didn't. I respected the fact that he called instead
Right,
of
right.
text.
That's professional.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to call compared to a text.
Right.
And he called me and gave me an offer on a contract.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Now it's been like a year and a half later, and I'm
You're
finally
locked in.
doing my first performance and all
For
that
real?
shit. That ass.
So
I flew for my first time since I was like 7.
so it's coming back out, the gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we suppress it. Do you feel like this team brought that back out, or like
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Knowledge and Jess have really, really helped me.
Yeah.
My little sister was on the phone with me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She was in tears. I'm so thankful that Jess and Knowledge were to get you where you are. And
Aww.
yeah,
Wow.
she was crying. My little sister was crying, and I'm like,
So
oh
this
my
is really
God.
creating like a bigger impact. Not just, that's how you know when something's like definitely divinely guided and like God is involved. Do you what kind of music do you make, or what kind of
I rap.
you rap? What are you talking about in
A
your
lot of
rap?
mental health and addiction.
I love that because we need people who know how to get in our psyches and speak to us, because it's a lot of that going on right now, and people
Yeah.
don't know how to communicate.
I mean, I battle with my own mental health. I have schizophrenia.
We was
I
just talking
have-
about some stuff. I got anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
I just found out. I was like, damn.
I got schizophrenia, I got ADHD, PTSD, and DID.
So you going through it.
I've been through it.
Life
I've been
has
doing
been
really
life,
well.
but you doing life.
I'm doing the best I can.
I be saying, when people like, oh, how's your day going? I be like, I'm doing the day, not letting it do me. That's your vibe that you give me. You be trying to do the day. Yeah.
I just try to take it day by day.
Facts, correct.
That's all you can do, because if not, you're gonna worry about
too much stuff. You got to take it day by day. Is there some advice that you could give someone watching in the future? Because I'm gonna move this over to YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
But we on Twitch, so because it's not as overwhelming until we build up the audience. So, is there any advice that you could give, like, a young person? Because I know I dealt with a lot of mental issues.
Rap more about what's real and what you feel than opposed to money, bitches, and pussy all your life.
Right. That's good advice. Yeah. Like, talking about what's the real.
Like, everybody wants to kind of do the same thing. You gotta be not afraid to stand out.
Yes.
Like, I know I stand out.
Right.
But you know what? I enjoy it.
You doing what you love. You're not doing it for the clout. And the clout comes when you do what you love to do. Yeah.
It was scary getting here on the plane.
You came? You flew out?
I flew from, my grandparents picked me up in Plattsburgh, where I live, in New York.
Oh, wow.
And they brought me to Burlington, Vermont, and I took a flight from there to Charlotte. And from Charlotte to Arkansas, and then Justin Knowledge picked me up.
So y'all see, this is real life. Like, Mother Lovers is not playing about their gift. They're taking time. They're taking money. They're taking energy, help, support, not just letting money and opportunities be on the table and making their dreams come true. So make sure y'all are doing the things that he is doing, because he's showing you in real time. You said you just started a year ago.
Like a year and a half ago,
got back in a year. Like,
I've been rapping though since I was like 14, maybe 15.
Did you?
When I was 15, I was in a non-secure juvie.
Yeah.
And everybody there knew me. I was the only white kid on campus for like 6.5 months, but I rapped.
So that's how you.
That's how I started.
Wow.
And when they started putting me in solitary, you know, you can't write. They don't give you a pen. They don't give you a paper. They don't give you shit. So is what I would do is I would mentally freestyle, and over time of freestyling I started writing, and now I do a little bit of both. I just prefer to write because it comes out better.
Yeah, I get it. I always was the type where, like, I can get in the studio and somebody be like, write something, I could write right then and there, or I could freestyle, but it took me a while.
It only takes me a few minutes to write a full song.
But I was about to say, having that type of maybe darker experience, because it reminds me of like going through like the dark night of the soul. Like, you're going through all these experiences to lead you back to your gift, your calling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seemed like it was training.
Like, a lot of people hear my rap name, which is Thug Mormon, and people are like, "Oh, are you a Mormon?" Which I am.
You really are?
I really am.
That is crazy.
I know, it's funny as hell, right?
So now you kind of helping with the other side. You know what I'm saying?
I used to be more into like Satanism and Wiccan and shit.
You were?
Yeah. Then I got my shit together. I got sober.
Back with God.
I mean, I smoke my weed. I won't lie.
I smoke my weed.
I fucking love weed.
That ain't got God. I was talking about the burning bush shot.
Exactly.
The burning bush is definitely some
church.
weed.
My church does support marijuana.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with it. It comes from the earth.
But because I was
that ain't got nothing to do
I'm what
with
they call a convert. Which means that it wasn't my original religion, because I messed with, you know, like I said, the Wiccan and the Satanism and stuff.
What made you, let's go in there. What made you?
What made me change?
No, first, what made you even get in that world? Was it like you
honestly, I was
I
was on a lot of drugs, and I was dealing with a lot of mental health stuff, and I kind of just went with whatever direction.
You was just trying to see. Do you think that, do you have any advice for people who may have like maybe like are going through like a dark or lost time, and like they may not have that light?
You gotta find a light. If you don't, it's gonna eat you alive.
Right. So y'all heard that, because a lot of people get snatched up in the music industry, and even before, when they're like young child artists, because their mental be messed up, they don't maybe know themselves, and I almost definitely got snatched up by some dark forces a couple times.
We all got our own demons one way or another. Some are a
Literally.
little more harder than others, but we all got one.
Literally, yeah. We all got demons you got to deal with. Just like we got angels inside of us, you definitely got demons in you. So you just
Check
gotta
this out.
balance them out.
Let me find it. This I got when I was baptized by the
You did?
Mormons.
The Mormons gave this to you?
My
themselves?
mom did. This one here is called a CTR ring. It means choose the righteous. I got it from a missionary.
Look at that. Yeah. You can't even see it. That is so cute. That's a
Yeah.
good way to like keep reaffirming yourself too.
For
very,
real.
Very powerful.
This one here is my mom's class ring with my birthstone.
What's your birthstone?
Blue topaz.
Wow.
I'm a
That's
Sagittarius.
and that's rules the throat chakra, like that blue energy. Yeah. You a
And
Sag?
then,
He a Sag.
yeah, I'm a Sagittarius, yeah.
I'm a Leo. Fire game energy.
No shit. This was my grandmother's class ring with my grandmother's birthstone.
That's so beautiful. What about that one?
That came from my biological dad when he worked at the Harley shop.
Wow.
And then, I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
it.
Show them. You got the rings. Do you feel like, because I'm definitely into wearing certain things that kind of like spiritually protect
I
me.
wear all my jewelry every day, all
Do
day.
you think that protects you? Because I feel like
I feel
it
like it
does too.
does.
Yeah, if saying, okay.
It's a comfortability thing for me. Without my chains, I feel naked.
Yeah, yeah. Literally, I be feeling without some of my spiritual crystal, like, I be having crystals in a wig, y'all. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
Like, I'll feel naked, like, out in the real world. Because there's so
Right.
many forces and spirits that's like, okay,
Yeah.
like, you know, trying to do their thing. What's a good platform too that they can follow you on too? 'Cause we
YouTube.
can
I'm
get
on
there.
I'm on pretty much all platforms.
Okay.
I use YouTube a lot.
Yeah, same. I'm more on YouTube, but I'm trying to expand myself.
Yeah.
TikTok, get on there.
I'm on all sorts of shit. I'm on all pretty much almost all platforms.
Right. What and what is something that like you are doing that's new or interesting? You know,
So
now that
so
you're kind
far,
of like on the other side.
when it comes to like my music and stuff, within the past year and a half, I have made an EP. I've
Dang.
done singles. I've
Dang.
done an album,
Damn.
and I've done a mixtape.
Damn.
I have another album dropping next month.
I'm slacking.
I feel like
He
if
just
I'm not,
came out he just came back out in a year like he never left. Like on some Eminem, but he his own person.
Eminem was the man.
Yes, but you your own entity, bro.
Yeah.
Eminem is cool, but Eminem gotta know it's other people coming out that's not an extension of him, and that's every
I
artist.
feel like growing up with Eminem, listening, like when I was listening to Eminem grow up, I related.
Look at this. What is this?
Oh.
He just got this in real time. Look at this. Read it out loud.
Oh, lordy. Certificate of Achievement, Thug Mormon, has earned this certificate for Album of the Year 2026, Mama's Boy.
Wow.
Mama's Boy was my first E EP.
And this is crazy. He just literally got awarded on live. So probably the next time we're gonna see him, we're gonna be at the Grammys.
Oh,
And
I hope so.
We're gonna be at the top. Cause I was just telling old girl, I bet you next time we meet, it's gonna be at like a major event. So we all probably gonna just keep seeing each other on different levels.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I'm excited.
I know I live in New York and all, but I've been loving it down south.
Yeah, it's the South got so many places. We came out from
The
Atlanta.
heat down here is amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be cold
I
as
used
hell.
to live in New York
You did?
and Connecticut. I went to school at UHart.
Okay, what part of New York did you live?
Like Westchester, and then I was in
Like
South
Yonkers,
Bronx.
right?
I was in Mount Vernon.
Okay, I
Yeah.
used to get weed from there. I'll be real.
Yeah, my mama used to. She used to be married to her ex-husband, and that's how we was up there. But I'm glad we got to see you get this
Right?
award for
That
all the
is
hard work that you
amazing.
did. That was perfect timing.
That is amazing.
That was
And
perfect
knowledge,
time.
and knowledge signed it.
And knowledge, like K quote,
Knowledge quote.
knowledge quote.
That's
Shout out
my
to
man.
knowledge too that he helped put this together.
Knowledge
with-
has really got me where I
two-tone
am.
knowledge.
Yep.
The
My little
Don.
sister called me earlier crying.
You
saying,
said that.
Or
That
I
was
think
great.
I called her, but she was crying. She's like, oh, I'm so thankful for Jess and Knowledge. They really helped you. And I
Shout
was
out to
like,
Jess.
shout out to Jess and shout out to Knowledge.
That's so good because honestly, like as we just wrap this up, I think you should like take a picture and send that to your sister.
I really think I
Cause
should.
that will probably seal the deal.
Hell yeah.
This is like getting a deal from God. Like here you
Right?
go. Like you just got an award from the divine. Like they said, good job. You know what I'm saying? Like now
Hell yeah.
everything else is laid out for you. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think I was more nervous in the beginning before I got here. Once I got here and we were setting shit up, I started to feel more comfortable. Then I was like, okay, I think I got this.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get in the environment because I'm definitely that type. And like once I actually read the room and know what I'm dealing with, then I can adjust myself.
I'm the type of person who's very like to myself. I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
quiet most of the time. Mm-hmm. But that's just not because I don't have shit to say. I just like
You just when it's a time to speak, then
you speak.
Then you speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've had to? We'll just let this be like our last question. So do you feel like there's been times where like, because I know you said there was a period where you just went blank mode, like you just was not
I was
creative.
like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm I'm like 7.5 years sober.
Wow,
From
congratulations.
heroin and fentanyl.
Congratulations. That's good, bro.
I
Good
mean,
job.
the coke, the pills, everything. It
I was
so
just
bad.
telling him, I'm not gonna lie, but I was like, I'm doing really good with my joints because I'm smoking mostly like half lavender and
Yeah.
peppermint in it. But I was like, really, truly, I did have like a phase where I was just, I
I'm
wasn't on.
I'm prescribed medical marijuana, so they can't do shit.
That's
to me.
good. I'm trying to get on it. I wasn't
Do
on
you have
fentanyl.
Do you
or-
have PTSD?
I'm trying to go deeper and figure out more of what I got going on.
Because
but I
they
didn't have,
they prescribe medical marijuana for
that's what I'm
almost
working
anything.
on. I'm working on it right now. But I never took like fentanyl or coke or heroin or nothing.
yeah.
But I was like a LSD
Yep.
shroomy girl, or like I want to take
See,
a
I
Xan
was
and a
different.
shroom
I
at the
wasn't.
same time.
I couldn't do the whole psychedelics because of my schizophrenia.
That is interesting.
I mean, I've done them, but they just weren't my
I
favorite.
couldn't. Yeah, I noticed there's like patterns with certain things, but then I be noticing most people have certain gifts. Not when it comes down to substances, but people have like certain people when like people say they have anxiety or they have certain things. I notice they have like the same type of gift. Like they might be like hella intuitive in a certain way or
Yeah.
clairvoyant in a certain way. Like so, I be thinking sometimes at one point for me, I definitely blocked out my gift because I was so scared of my power and doing the work. And
Yep.
so depressed by the calling, you know what I'm saying? That I needed substances to like
Yep.
to deal with the reality. Like, oh, I
I
gotta go
gotta
out here
say,
and
it
do
all
my
started
thing.
off when I was jumped one time and by my own best friend.
Damn, that
I
would
got-
fuck me up.
Look
Yeah.
at this. You see that scar on my head?
Yeah,
It's because I got hit with steel knuckles.
that's fucked up.
And that was a whole fucked up scenario.
I was going.
But I'm the kind of person who like, I'm a really loyal, good friend. But I don't like to give that friendship to everybody because not everybody
Until it's
deserves it.
earned. Right. Do you think that when you was going through that time, like your sister said, she's happy that knowledge and just pulled you into this. Do you feel like at that time, like you weren't speaking or you kind of had like suppress your gifts because of what
I
you
mean,
was
I
going
was
through?
always open about my gifts, but it
But
wasn't until Jess and Knowledge came along that it really got into motion. Because
Okay.
I've been dealt with other people I've worked with, and they weren't exactly on their word the way they are.
Let me ask a third question. Do you think, because I was just talking to the previous young woman, like there is a vibe of at some point every artist has to realize, or anybody has to realize like you can't, nobody's gonna come and save you, right? Do you feel like it was a mixture of you finally realizing like there ain't nobody's gonna come save you, but you were grateful that friends, spiritual friends, soul family
Absolutely.
came and grabbed you? Okay. And do you
Absolutely.
think that or is there any advice that you could tell like young people or somebody watching on how to put themselves in the right environments to get those friends?
It's all about the friends you have.
like what environment should they be putting themselves in to like
You
get
should
those
put
friends?
yourself in an environment where, I know it sounds cliche about the whole staying in school and shit.
Right.
But when I was in 11th grade, I got dropped out by my teachers and started selling drugs.
Damn.
I didn't know anything else to do.
Yeah.
So if you know what to do that's different,
Yeah.
then change it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the difference and you can't change it, it's understandable. But
Like
there's
you don't
always
know nothing else. Type
Yeah.
Of vibe. Yeah. You gotta be around the right.
like I feel like a lot of people will have different mentalities than others. But I've also noticed since I've come south, a lot of the people here have been very more open and nice. Like I can walk past somebody and say hello, and they'll say
Feel
hello.
normal. Yeah. Feel good about it. Or yeah.
Where I live, you can't do that. You can't
So,
do shit like that.
That's a good. We can just leave it there. That is something that I think a lot of artists and creatives forget. Like your environment will make you like, and it will shape you. But you shape it. Like you still
shape it how it shapes you.
You shape it how it shapes you. So it's kind of like a balance that you have to have. So just make sure you guys are placing yourself in the right environment, because there are gonna be things where it's just you, and you're gonna have to answer that calling one day, no matter how scary. Like you're worried about it, God got you. You covered. You know.
Not
but,
gonna lie, I think the plane was scarier than the sound
everything
check
else.
Like when I was on the plane, the first plane, I'm sitting there and I'm like this
The whole time.
the whole
anxiety.
fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
At least until we were like floating in air. Like the ascending was a little anxiety. Floating in the air was alright. It was kind of fun. But when you go down,
It was fucking with you.
it was fucking with
Yeah,
me.
I
It's like boom, boom, boom.
I think lately I have not been wanting to get on the plane just because of all the craziness, but
They do say that you're more likely to get into a car accident than a plane wreck.
well, it is
I
the
was
odds
having-
is the
I
same
was-
at this point, man.
I was having anxiety with turbulence as well, and some lady sitting next to me who was a nurse, she was like, just think of it like it's a pothole in the road, and that really helped. Like if
That just kind of, in a good way, fucked my head up. It's a pothole on the road, but it's just that
In
is
the
fucking
air.
crazy because it's just in the air.
Yeah.
So we can take that. We're gonna wrap this interview up because I know we've been on here for a while, but we're gonna take that as the tea, as the advice to for you guys. Like definitely put yourself in the right environments, as he said.
you just gotta realize, there's no coming back. When you feel like you want to give up, just tell yourself there's no coming back. This is your opportunity. This is your chance. I took it because
You did. You got on that plane. You went through the turbulence, but it was no coming back once you got on the plane. That could be it right
absolutely.
there. Like
that was it.
once you take off, once you get what God gives you your purpose. Not to speak for you, but
No, you're
it
good.
sounds like it's no turning back. So if you really want it, once you get in there, you can't be like, oh, you better stay locked in type vibe.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, my thing with my music is I try to do my best, and I try to make sure that every album I release is a little better than the one before.
Yeah, well, you definitely challenged me to create more albums, more little mixtape and stuff. And I just want to ask, before I end this, what is something new that is coming in, like that they should be on the lookout for?
Alright, bet. Next month I should have an album dropping called Mind of a Rapper.
Bro, you lit. Like, you lit. That's crazy. I'm like, the fact that he just reactivated his gift a year ago and now he's like on the grind like this. Some of y'all be saying y'all gonna do stuff and then y'all don't even do. Y'all got multiple things on the to-do list. He didn't hit 5 things on his to-do list in 1 year. Like, come on now, y'all slack. So
My thing is, I don't like to feel like I'm not doing my part. And even if it's my part for myself,
right,
or whether it's for somebody else, I always try to be a man of my word.
even
and when
to
I
yourself.
and when I say that I'm gonna fucking do something or I'm not gonna do it, I always keep it real, because when I grew up, my grandparents always told me that to be a man of your word is the only thing a man can truly 100% have.
Exactly. That's
Even
something
your
I know
even
too.
your freedom isn't that guaranteed.
But your word is the one thing you do have. So damn. Thank you so much, Thug Mormon.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing this interview with me, bro.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
That shit was fire.
Hell
And
yeah.
damn.
Thank you for interviewing me.
You're welcome. Okay. Do I got my joint on me? We might be able to slide in. Hello, hello, hello.
Y'all okay? Y'all swimming now?
I'm performing. He's with me. Does he gotta still pay?
Yes.
Okay.
We're not doing plus ones.
Oh, well, I'll do the car. I'll do it for him.
Okay, the QR code.
What's up, Two-Tone? Hey. Yeah. What it do?
What time y'all coming through?
Look, y'all, this Two-Tone.
What's up?
I'm trying to get on Twitch now, but Twitch, it got to take a little time to build up the audience. Yeah.
What you on right now?
I'm on Twitch, and then I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna post it to YouTube. I just did an interview. I did 2 interviews of some artists just because I wanted to see what they the energy it connected, and I was like, let me see what.
I've never been on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm Twitch. I think I like it because it's easy for you. Like Twitch is like YouTube, but without all the. I don't know how to explain it because really, truly, unless you have a big audience in there or you transfer your audience over there, it's kind of dead. You know what I'm saying? But once you do, that it be jumping. Like it's actually jumping more than YouTube. So I'm trying to like do it at the same time while I'm building up my YouTube too. Oh, let me see. All right, y'all. Hold on. I'll be back.